Hey y'all, I'm gonna be reacting to Golden Kamuy episode 32. I'll be watching it from Crunchyroll's website. And I'll be starting the reaction in 1-0, go! Alright, I'm excited for this. Shitty. Huh. Oh, that's a shame regarding code breakers. That explains things. Yeah, that makes sense. Well, it does seem like the type of guy who'd think not just 2 or 3 steps, but 4 or 5 steps ahead. Oh. Oh yeah, that's true. I'd still say, even though it's important to transfer things orally, when it comes to information, I'd still say there's a lot of importance in writing, you know? Just having multiple avenues, it's best not to rely on a single avenue. Oh, that's sweet. And don't get me wrong, I love me some badass swag Moto, but every time he's sweet like that, I think he also shines a lot too. It's hard to choose between the two. Between the badass Sugimoto or the comedic Sugimoto. Or even like the warm caring Sugimoto, like in that sequence there. It's just so tough, you know? Alright. Now this opening song, man. If YouTube wasn't just a stickler for copyright, I'd probably sing it along too, and I just love it. This one of those. They're about showing off almost everything in the opening at this point. Well, who knows? I do not read the manga, so there's probably something that I guess we haven't seen Ashpedia get into the combat yet because we haven't seen her. Okay, I guess we haven't seen that boy with the whitest hair yet. Or Ashpedia in a combat situation yet in this season. Let's see. Yeah. Guess it's about 2 things they haven't shown yet. Alright, now it's back. Kushigo. Oh, hello, Animated Doji. Hope you're having a fantastic day. And for my favorite summer, it's gotta be My Teen Romantic Comedy Senpu Season 3, in case you're wondering. That one is my fave from summer. And it's been a while since they've shown him, too. Oh, boy. Oh, okay. I thought for a second it was going to be maybe the target that we're looking for. Because you never know in this series. They always try to throw curveballs at you. Oh, man. There's nothing that seems to make me laugh. It's whenever characters have reactions to delicious food in the series. Oh. Interesting. actually hopefully give him something to work with then. Oh, jeez. Jeez. This one looks like an absolute savage. As for Rent a Girlfriend, personally, I actually like the series, but I can understand why someone would hate it. But I actually like that series personally, animated OG. I'm assuming that's going to be the man they're looking for. Aww. Oh damn, does he still have the manslayer in him? Well, we know. Because at least from what I've learned in the series, it's never good to underestimate older folk in this series. I'm assuming he's not going to say much about himself. He doesn't seem like the type to just wear his emotions on his sleeve. Either that or he doesn't want to talk about his past. Could be one of the two. Oh boy. Man, I feel sorry for Glasses, dude. Jeez! Okay, how many men has that man killed? Feels like Doi Shins has killed up to people in, say, like the hundreds. And I'm assuming his wife died due to that. And I'm gonna assume it didn't go well. Oh. Aww. Man. That explains why he just looks so emotionally lifeless. Oh, man. It could either be that or he kind of stopped just giving a shit about life. Could be that too. Either way, that's not going to be good for those who are looking for his tattoos. Alright, good, good. Sure, there are a lot more painless ways of doing it. Oh. Oh, boy, looks like trouble's brewing. snap, even more trouble. Oh boy. Hey, you know that I can't blame him for doing that self-preservation maneuver there. Oh man, they're gonna be in for a surprise, all of them. Well, you know what to say. Looks gonna be deceiving. I mean, Yoshida's probably killed so many people, he probably won't even remember every single person he's killed. It's like asking someone to remind them of every single little insect and bug he's killed. Oh, ho, ho, ho. Oh, shit! What the fuck? Yo! I mean, I kind of had a feeling he had it in him, but I didn't think he had that much left in the tank. I think Yoshida could have probably taken that man on his own, but hey! Saves him the energy. Oh, snap! I was gonna let him down. Oh man. I'm just glad to see we can go from like 0 to like 100 in like a singular second. But actually respect that because it shows you that Yoshiro, if he's gonna go down, he does not want to go down anyone else's terms. He wants to go down on his own terms like the alpha he is. I will actually love that. Oh! And that's the last mistake I've ever made in life. Oh, hey, you know, I wouldn't mind seeing Yoshiro and Hachikatsu actually throw down. Yeesh. But I go first, all these stages first. He's not even moving like an old man, he's moving like a young buck. No, not even a young buck. He's moving like a young buck that's an Olympic athlete with that speed. Jeez. I think strong is an understatement. Yoshiro, he's not just strong, he's a force of nature. Definitely one of the few men where Father Time doesn't even seemingly look like it's affecting him that much. Oh yeah, I know, I hyped up for Madara de Yasumi. I know Golden Kamuy Season 3 has been fired. This series is gonna be most likely my favorite anime of the season. It's gonna be a battle between this and Dragon Quest. Aww. And that's something I'm loving about this too. It's showing you how much Yochiro's been betrayed, the type of adversity he's had to deal with in life. It's really doing a great job of making him a really, really lovable character in just a singular episode too. Hmm. I mean, realistic, I hope he can find something right before he dies, you know? Hmm. And also, whoever's in charge of the music, they've honestly composed a masterpiece like soundtrack for Golden Kamuy in every single season. Because you can definitely tell this the power behind the music. Hmm. Kind of like the message too, it's never going to be too rigid either. And tradition or old methods, you gotta adapt. Doesn't matter what age you are, you always have to be willing to adapt. You can't ever stay rigid. And I like how there shows you just between Hichikata and Yoshiro. With Hichikata, you can definitely tell that since he's more adaptable, you can even tell just by symbolically how adaptable he is by how he utilizes guns, not just his sword, and just the way. Oh, even though it's sad to go see him go down this way, Yoshiro, I'm gonna. I'd have to imagine that he would have preferred going down this way versus any other method. Hmm. I mean, that may be the case, but I don't think. I mean, I don't think he should be that rough on himself because when there's wars going on, not many people are gonna be able to have the advantage of force of hindsight to be like, oh man, what I'm doing is truly right. It's only after years and decades when you realize who was on the right side and the wrong side of history. But the thing is, though, at the immediate moment, in most cases, you're not gonna know. Hmm. Aww. I mean, at the very least, though, his death was semi-easy. Hmm. Even though he's still old physically, that that right there shows you why he's young mentally because he's got a purpose to live for. He's constantly adapting to his environment. Just love how it shows you. Just love how like it was some serious minutes. This only Conley can pull that whiplash off to a science. That's tough one for me. Well, as for One Piece and Boruto, One Piece is gonna win because Boruto has not been on One Piece's level. Oh, that's adorable. Didn't Sigmaro give her the Misu though? Aww. Oh, that's fucking adorable! Aww. Shpira's such an angel. Hina Hina indeed. Everything about this episode's been Hina Hina. Yes, the conditioning, it's working! Right, I mean, that's what happens when you hang out with people long enough. You start to gain some of their mannerisms, and sometimes you might even start saying a bit of the phrases and lines they say, too. The fuck? Okay, that just sounds absolutely batshit insane. I mean, I guess he is an explosive expert. I mean, hmm. Oh my good. Wow. I got an epic weapon off the episode. And like, not only are perfectly timing the ED song right before the episode ends. Ah! With episodes like this, I'm always tempted to just say, fuck it all! But not. But you know, I'll probably buy it, but I'm not gonna read it. Probably just buy it just to display it. Because I don't want any spoilers, you know? But it's so tempting though. Be like, man, I'm gonna read the manga, you know? But anyways, I gotta rate this episode. Yeah, this is my camera animated OG. 9.5 out of 10. Because for one, I thought Yochiro's backstory was actually really darn touching right there. Just seeing someone that's absolutely fed up with his previous lifestyle, seeing him how he struggles day to day with Yoichiro only having like an extra spark of life once his life was in danger. It just made it so captivating. Especially just hearing the way he was betrayed, and how he only had just a few seconds extra seeing his wife because she passed away of illness. It just made me feel sympathy for him as a character. And he wasn't just a character where you felt sympathy. He was a character where you can be like, man, this dude was a beast too simultaneously. Revolutionary. Interesting title. Because in most animes, when they introduce a character, a sympathy character, it's like, alright, they want you to feel sympathy for this character, but it sometimes fails because they don't give you enough personality traits of this character to make you actually give a shit. Case in point, I have seen so many animes this year feel like, oh, we'll introduce this character we feel sympathy for, but we'll only have like 2 to 3 to 4 minutes that you feel sympathy for them. We'll just kill them off. We'll put in some sad music and call it a day. That's how most animes do it. Here, Golden Kamuy doesn't fall for that amateurish shit. It actually has Yoichiro, tells you what he's all about, and then when he dies, I actually care immensely. And for that, I gotta salute the Golden Kamuy writers, animators, pretty much its whole team, because it only made his stuff much more impactful. And two, I actually love how this episode also shows you that yes, even though Hichikana is old as hell, shows you why he's still alive and kicking and in good shape. Because for one, whenever someone has a goal, something to actually strive for, they're more willing to go to extra lengths. It actually increases one's morale because you're motivated intrinsically by things when you have that extra motivation. And on top of that, you can see Hichikanta is always constantly adapting too. Something that Yoichiro, as we saw in this episode, he was doing that. Like literally, he was being helped out by other people. guy to the law. He couldn't even, and he sold himself constantly. So yeah, I like how he's comparing and contrasting both Hijikata and Yoshiro. So that was another cool thing about this episode too. It actually does a great job in showing you why Hijikata is more impressive than he already was. And additionally, on top of that, something else I like too about this episode, aside from doing a great job of giving Hichikata some moments and Yoshiro a lot of awesome characterization, actually also love the fact that they even had build up for what Spiria's crew is going to do in the next episode too, when it comes to them doing something crazy as trying to prison break 250 prisoners. I'm like, what? But hey, it wouldn't be Golden Kamuy if nothing extreme happened. So for that, gotta give it props. It's gonna make episode 30 really damn captivating. And for some reason, the 33rd episode of anime this season have been badass because Healing the Preacher's 33rd episode was absolutely badass. I think Tomika's 33rd episode was pretty badass. Just something about just 33. It has been a good time for anime this season. But yeah, overall, I love the narrative build-up that this episode's going for. And the animation and artwork was so dang beautiful. Especially anything involving younger Hichikata or younger Yoshiro, or when Yoshiro was just slaughtering those men as if they were just slices of butter. It was all just fantastic. So I gotta give full credit to the visual team. They did fantastic, and the artwork was just fine. Beautiful rendered backgrounds. The voice performances were great, especially from Yoshiro's actor. He was amazing. And that's why, honestly, gotta give it a 9.5 out of 10. I think it absolutely deserved it. But before I go, let me just answer some of Animated Doji's questions. No, I didn't change the camera. That's the way the camera's been for the most part. It's Animated Doji. Yeah, the image is my image pretty much. As for who would win between Golden Kamuy Season 3 and Dragon Quest 2020, that's a tough one. But if I were to pick, at least at the moment, Golden Kamuy so far, it's my favorite anime of the season. But Dragon Quest could get up to the number one slot. It depends on what Dragon Quest Adventure Die does in the next few episodes. But that series has been amazing too, because in Dragon Quest it has amazing characters. It's got a great relationship between its main crew, like Dai, Pop, and Mam. It's had monumental death scenes. I mean, it's great in its own right. One Piece, that's not even a competition. One Piece would have absolutely eviscerated Boruto. And that's coming from a guy who's read every single Naruto chapter. I watched Boruto the movie in theaters, but lately the Boruto manga has been a disappointment. And I keep up with the Boruto manga. It has disappointed me. I mean, I hope Kishimoto improves it, but I mean, Kishimoto, the only thing he's really good at is the artwork. I'm not necessarily confident in his ability to write. But who knows? Maybe he'll surprise us all. But Samurai wasn't exactly the most positive, most ringing endorsement for Kishimoto's writing skills. He is an amazing artist, though. I ain't gonna lie. His artwork is damn beautiful. But yeah, I hope that answers your question as to which of the two I think is better. But now that I've answered all the questions you on the live chat, I'd like to say thank you everyone who is currently watching my live stream reaction video, and for everyone else, thank you so much for watching. And for Animated Doji, thank you so much for commenting in the live chat. Thank y'all so much for watching. Hope y'all rate the video, share it, comment, subscribe, because I'm definitely going to be reacting to Golden Kamuy episode 33 when that comes out. Hope you have a great, safe, and fantastic day, and I'll see you guys later if you come back for more. Bye-bye, everyone.